Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all ages and from all over the world. Good people, bad people, standard sinners, and every other one that's joining us tonight. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for being here. Welcome to yet another episode of Combat Taekwondo's Mike Nights, the show where we speak to the fighters to learn about their stories, about their expectations, and about their personalities. So today we have a very special guest. Is one of the last interviews that we are going to make, but I'm really happy to see this guy in here because he's got a really interesting story. He has walked the path of the ITF, so it's going to be really interesting to hear, to listen at him talking about this because it's not very common. And also, I have the pleasure to present, of course, you know him. He is a really important part of this show. His name is George, and is nonetheless the CEO of Combat Taekwondo. George, good evening. How are you? We missed you
Hey,
yesterday.
Chava. Yes, yes, yes. Well, it's great to be here today. Sometimes you got some technical issues, but the show must go on, right? So it's great to be here tonight. Excited about Junior to have him live with us today and hear his story.
Yeah, of course, I'm really excited about the guest tonight, and also really happy that you can join us tonight because it's not the same without you. Mike Nice is just not the same.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So, what do you think we let Junior in?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just cut to the chase and let's get started.
So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Junior Fraziel Pilarte from Dominican Republic.
Buenas
Junior, buenas
noches.
noches.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Muy bien, muy contentos de que estés aquí. Bienvenido. ¿Cómo te
Hey,
sientes?
Súper alegre de formar parte de esta promotora y que está dando la cara por el taekwondo.
Excelente. Y nosotros estamos también muy contentos de que formes parte de este movimiento. Junior, tienes una historia muy interesante, tienes un currículum aquí también que me llama mucho la atención. Has caminado el camino de la ITF. ¿Nos puedes contar un poquito sobre esta modalidad? Porque no es el ITF, que es la Federación Internacional de Taekwondo, es algo aparte de lo que nosotros conocemos en el taekwondo amateur como WT, pero son dos cosas que mucha gente cree que pues se contraponen. Sin embargo, yo creo que no es tan así. ¿Qué nos puedes decir tú al respecto sobre esto? Y que nos cuentes un poquito tu historia en ese camino, cómo es que se va dando.
Bueno, eh, inicié mi entrenamiento de taekwondo con el objetivo de competir en torneos de otras disciplinas, pero mi base principal siempre ha sido el taekwondo estilo ITF. He participado en torneos panamericanos y con mi mismo estilo de taekwondo he participado en torneos de kickboxing, siempre teniendo un pateo fino, fuerte, potente. Y este arte marcial lo he hecho toda mi vida.
Ok, so
Yo recuerdo que inicié a practicar taekwondo a la edad de 12, 13 años.
Okay, so I just asked Junior about his path into the ITF road because it's something not very common, and it's something that is not really usual as well as WT goes. And he's telling us that he has practiced Taekwondo ITF as his base martial art from since he was 16 years old, and that he has managed to develop a really good kicking, a fine kicking, a strong kicking, and that's pretty much what he just said.
But I'm pretty sure he crossed paths and then he went to some WT championships, Olympic style, like university games or something like that. I'm pretty sure about that.
Sí, también, Junior, vemos aquí en tu currículum que en algún momento también participaste en torneos de WT. ¿Nos puedes contar algo al respecto? ¿En qué momento cruzas ese camino?
Bueno, como le comento, siempre he sido una persona que le gusta mucho el área competitiva. Cuando inicié a estudiar en la Universidad Autónoma de Santo Domingo, la UAS, vi que practicaban Taekwondo ITF en la universidad y me permitían entrar a los torneos si yo soy estudiante de dicha universidad. Entonces, cada vez que había un torneo, comité, no, nada de Ponce, todos los torneos de comité que yo podía, entraba y daba lo mejor de mí.
Yeah, okay. So Junior just said that that yeah, he crossed paths because he was studying at the university there in Santo Domingo, and he always wanted to enter into the different tournaments. Also, just in the modality of Kirugi, never Pumse. So that's when he crossed paths into the WT terrain.
Yeah, that's great. Chava, we were just discussing his curriculum before his career, and then my thoughts were actually I was just wondering, if we can ask him what are his thoughts on entering combat taekwondo and what does this represent for him in terms of achievements, accomplishments, and what are his plans.
Ok, Junior, nos dice, bueno, estábamos comentando ahorita antes de entrar sobre tu currículum, sobre que has estado en ITF, has también cruzado caminos con WT, y pues nos preguntábamos, y George quiere saber qué es lo que piensas acerca de esta nueva modalidad de Combat Taekwondo y cuáles son tus expectativas al respecto dentro de de este nuevo sistema.
Bueno, tengo grandes expectativas. Si va a haber un campeonato por el título mundial, pueden estar seguros que yo voy a ser el campeón, porque soy una persona, soy un guerrero que está acostumbrado a pelear en todo tipo, utilizando mi taekwondo, y creo que esta modalidad eh, es muy positiva para el taekwondo, porque muchas personas dan comentarios que no son muy agradables sobre el taekwondo, sobre el arte marcial como tal, de que es una arte marcial obsoleta. Entonces aquí van a poder apreciar el verdadero poder del taekwondo.
Hey, Junior has just stated that he's got great expectations about this. That if there's a championship for the title, a world title championship in combat, that you can be sure that he's going to be there competing for it and winning it. Also, he says that he loves this style because a lot of people because he loves taekwondo and a lot of people think that taekwondo is an obsolete martial art and he says that with these new rules settings people will be able to see the real power of taekwondo and the real taekwondo as it should be.
Yeah, I like that. Very determined and good. He makes a good point, a great point. The next question would be: does he know anything about his opponent?
Junior, ¿sabes algo acerca de tu oponente?
Bueno, no sé mucho, pero como todo peleador, se supone que debo de investigar y veo que es un competidor de WTF y que es campeón nacional de Estados Unidos. Presenta un buen reto para darme a conocer.
Okay, so Junior just stated that yes, he has watched his opponent, that he knows that he is currently the American champion, that he fights with WT style, and that he represents a really good challenge for him. In order for him, for Junior, to the people know him.
Yeah, we've been watching some of the videos from Junior and from William. They're both big guys, kicking, hard kicking, punching. This should be an interesting fight. I think it's going to be one of the great fights of the evening. What do you think, Chava?
Yes, I believe it's going to. Yes, I'm really looking forward to this fight. As I said on on the interview with William. I was a heavyweight myself when I was competing, so you know the way you fighting like brands you for life, and
Yes.
um, and specifically for me that I always competed in heavyweight. Well, I have certain attachment for the weight category. So I believe this is the fight that I'm waiting the most with most excitement. I mean, all of the fights.
Yeah,
I
William.
want to see
William
all of
said
the fights.
fighter. William said he's a.
That's true. That's true. Sí, estamos comentando, Junior, que eh, Eh, hemos visto los entrenamientos de ustedes dos, tanto de William como el tuyo, y pues vemos que los dos son tipos grandes, son tipos fuertes, son tipos eh, pues potentes de alguna manera, poderosos en su forma de golpear y de patear. Y comento a George que pues yo estoy muy emocionado por su pelea porque yo cuando competía pues yo era peso heavy también y pues tú sabes que, bueno, quizás todavía no lo sepas porque sigue siendo un atleta activo, pero la categoría en la que peleas, pues normalmente pues, tienes como cierto apego hacia ella, ¿no? Entonces, pues para mí, en lo particular, pues, creo que su pelea es la que estoy esperando con más emoción de todo el cartel, porque pues es mi categoría. Entonces, pues por ahí los estaré observando.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, no, I'm just wondering what's his what does Junior think about what would be his advantage going into this fight? What would make
Junior, ¿cuál
him
crees,
a winner?
cuál crees que sea la ventaja que tienes en esta pelea? ¿Cuál crees que sea tu ventaja con respecto a tu oponente?
Bueno, realmente no creo que tenga mucha ventaja como tal, porque sé que es un pateador potente, al igual que yo, pero creo que tengo mejores manos que él, manos más potentes.
Ok,
Como en la ITF siempre me han acostumbrado a pegar con las manos, nunca he dejado de practicar mis puños y creo que eso me da cierta ventaja en este combate.
Okay, so Junior has stated that he doesn't think to have as much advantage because the other guy William is also a very powerful kicker. Junior is that William is also a very powerful kicker, but he thinks that the difference will be in the hand game because he has an ITF competitor. Um, he has never stopped using his hands, and he's used to this type of fighting. So, Junior, William nos dijo también cuando vino aquí con nosotros que él es un peleador que se adapta a todo. ¿Te consideras tú también de esa manera?
Claro, soy un peleador todoterreno, me adapto a cualquier situación con tal de buscar la victoria.
Yeah, so Junior just said that he's an all-terrain fighter, that he can adapt also to everything, uh, just looking for winning a fight.
Does he think that taking this fight into a cage changes the game?
¿Qué opinas del hecho, Junior, que vayan a estar dentro de una jaula? ¿Crees que esto cambia en algo las circunstancias?
Para nada. Yo he peleado en todo tipo de eventos y me siento cómodo en cualquier terreno. Siempre he hecho uso de mi taekwondo, de mis pateos y no me voy a sentir incómodo en ninguna situación.
Yeah, so he says that it doesn't change anything for him, that he's used to all terrain, that he has fought in under every circumstance possible, and that he's going to be really comfortable with his kicking and with his taekwondo.
Yeah, that's interesting,
Yes, that's
Chava.
pretty interesting. So,
Yes.
Junior, también, bueno, quisiera preguntarte ya en un aspecto más general sobre el taekwondo dominicano. Pues tú sabes que a lo largo de la historia ha tenido muchísimas figuras dentro del circuito olímpico. O sea, tan solo la gente que está ahorita en el equipo nacional, Catherine, Bernardo Pie, Moisés, Y bueno, y anteriormente, pues, ¿qué te digo? Mercedes, tantos y tantos nombres de competidores dominicanos que ha habido a lo largo de la historia, y que han marcado época y que han marcado tendencia y escuela en el taekwondo dominicano dentro del circuito olímpico. ¿Crees que tú puedas ser una punta de lanza para en Kombat Taekwondo como dominicano, así a nivel de esta gente que te estoy mencionando?
Por supuesto que sí. Para eso me estoy preparando y estoy entrenando muy fuerte para darme a conocer en esta nueva promotora de Kombat Taekwondo.
Yeah, so I just asked Junior about the Dominican Taekwondo, like all the figures that are competing right now. You know, the Dominican national team is a really well respected team right now.
Yeah.
We have figures like
Yes.
Catherine Lopez, like Bernardo Pie, like
Gabriel
Luis Pie,
Mercedes.
and Gabriel Mercedes before them, and uh, all these people are people that have branded like the school of the Dominican Taekwondo. So I just asked Junior if he thinks that he can be something like those guys, but into combat Taekwondo, and he said that yes, absolutely, he thinks he can be the one that opens the path for Dominican Taekwondo. To shine into this new modality of combat taekwondo, and I love to hear that declaration, George.
Yes, I mean this is exciting. It changes the game, and then it just offers a path to all the Taekwondo athletes, regardless of their Taekwondo background, whether it's ITF, whether it's WT, whether it's ATA. There's so many schools out there. So this is meant to unify and bridge that gap, and then bring everyone together and to put on a great show.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe that's going to happen, and I really can't wait to see it happening in there in Colombia. Junior, hay un tema que ha salido últimamente dentro de estos shows, que es el tema de la altitud de la altitud en la competencia. Y me parece relevante preguntarte esto a ti porque tú viviendo en República Dominicana, pues estás prácticamente a nivel del mar. Ah, ¿Has considerado ya el tema de la altura para tu entrenamiento? Porque Bogotá está a 2.600 metros sobre el nivel del mar y me gustaría
Sí,
saber
por
cómo es que
supuesto.
te estás adaptando a esta situación porque, bueno, tuvimos también a Claudio Aranda, CEO de Más Taekwondo, pero que es preparador físico y entonces él decía que pues va a ser un factor súper, súper importante y quizá definitorio para ese día.
Por supuesto, yo estoy realizando muchos ejercicios explosivos, trabajando con mascarilla para tratar de adaptarme un poco a la altura de Bogotá. Y ya he cruzado a esa parte del país, ya he viajado a Bogotá y sé eh, cómo es el ambiente.
Okay, so George, I just asked Junior about the topic that has been coming out in the last shows about the altitude in Colombia, and I wanted to ask him this because he lives in Dominican Republic, which is at sea level. So I
Yeah.
believe this is a really important topic for him. And he says that yes, he
Yeah,
has
I see.
considered it and that he
He
has
said he's
been
training with Ask, which is
exactly.
one of the ready for this, and see that he's a pro. He took it into consideration, so he knows go fight.
Yes, exactly. Those are exactly my thoughts also, and I'm really happy to see that he is that you are working hard on that topic, Junior, because it speaks that you are a really pro fighter, and I'm really glad to take that into notice. So, ok, creo que perdimos aquí a George por un momento. Ahorita esperemos que se pueda volver a conectar. Este, Junior, ¿cómo ves tú el tema de Combat Taekwondo en general? ¿Qué opinas del nuevo sistema? Tú ya conoces las reglas, ya sabes más o menos de qué se va a tratar. ¿Qué opinas del sistema? ¿Te gusta? ¿Crees que está bien? ¿Qué les puedes decir a los espectadores al respecto? Porque muchos creen que se parece o que se va a parecer mucho al Karate Combat o que vamos a estar utilizando reglas de UFC y realmente no es así. ¿Qué nos puedes decir tú que ya estás entrenando conforme a estas reglas? ¿Qué nos puedes decir al respecto?
Bueno, la verdad yo estoy muy fascinado con esta nueva modalidad. Me siento cómodo en el entrenamiento. Estoy preparándome en base a las reglas que recibí del Kombat Taekwondo. Y la verdad lo veo muy positivo. Tratan de cuidar al peleador, pero no se cohíben de dar un buen espectáculo. O sea, con las técnicas que permiten y con las técnicas que no permiten. O sea, las personas que no tienen miedo de subir ahí y pelear pueden dar lo mejor de sí mismas, como voy a hacer yo.
So George, I just asked Junior what he thinks about the rules and what can he tell us about them, because many people think that it's going to be like karate combat, or other people think that it's going to be like UFC. But the truth is that the rule setting are quite different. And he says that yes, indeed the rules are different, and that he's really fascinated with those because it's going to because they take care of the athlete. They're trying to take care of the athlete, but also they try to make a great show with the techniques that are permitted and also the ones that are not permitted. So he is really fascinated and he is really excited about it. Yeah, I think George is frozen again. Ok, Junior, ya
Dime.
hablando propiamente de, pues ya de la pelea que vas a tener. eh, ¿Qué le puedes decir a tu rival desde aquí, que probablemente pues, te va a estar viendo o seguramente te va a ver dentro de unos días? ¿Qué le puedes decir a tu rival? ¿Qué podemos esperar de ti en este día de competencia?
Bueno, que no me subestime, porque soy un peleador muy feroz y que se siga preparando bien, porque yo quiero una pelea bien reñida. A mí me gusta la pelea reñida, donde ambos suframos y que se prepare para lo que venga.
Okay, George. So I just asked Junior that to send a message to his rival, and he's telling William to do not subestimate him because he's a really fierce fighter, and that he's prepared for anything, and he thinks it's going to be a really close fight, and it's going to be a great show also.
Well, that's quite a statement. William also said he's ready for anything and anyone. But like I said, what does Junior think about his what will give him that edge in the ring? I mean, he's got a very strong opponent. How would he win this? How does he see himself winning this? Because he wants to go to Bogota to win, right?
Sí, dice George que, bueno, obviamente tú estás pensando en ir a Bogotá a ganar esa pelea. ¿Cómo es que te ves ganándola? Nos dijiste hace rato que que tú crees que tienes mejor juego de manos, pero tu rival también es alguien muy fuerte físicamente. ¿Qué tienes tú que decir al respecto o cuál sería tu estrategia en esa situación?
Bueno, la verdad, yo nunca he subido a pelear con un plan. Yo voy dispuesto a adaptarme al terreno y a estudiar mi peleador mientras estamos en combate y abusar de sus debilidades para yo vencer. Realmente no me siento nada intimidado, que tenga buen físico, eso no me importa en nada porque yo me he enfrentado a personas con físico más grandes que él y le he ganado. Así que eso es todo lo que tengo para decir.
Yeah, so Junior says that he has never got into the ring to fight I don't know in English how the word would be like a jelly bean,
Okay.
that he has never fought with a jelly bean. That he has been into the ring fighting with really tough and big guys, and that he's not intimidated by the physical aspect of William because he has fought tougher guys with better physique, and he has won. So yeah, he says that he's zero intimidated by him.
Okay, that's what it is. It's all business then. Just
Yes,
tell him.
it is. It is all business.
Yes. Right, Junior? All business.
Es que estamos hablando de negocios, ¿no, Junior? George, anything else you would like to ask to Junior before wrapping this up?
Junior, it's been great having you here. I just wanted to ask him. We talked about the opportunity. He responded. I got the fact that he wants to be the belt holder to get the belt, become the number one and world champion in this, which is an awesome goal. I think that's about it. We can ask him to send a message to everyone out there too, to watch his fights, and also to his fans, and also to the ones who couldn't make the fight night.
Sí, Junior nos dice George que, bueno, a él le da mucho gusto que seas un peleador enfocado, que se nota que tienes mucha confianza y también le gusta que pues, tú pienses en que si próximamente hay un cinturón mundial, pues que quieras ir a por él, ¿no? Nos dice
Claro.
también que, bueno, si pudieras mandarle un mensaje a toda la gente, bueno, a la gente que va a pelear ese día, además, pues, obviamente a tus fans, pero también algún mensaje para la gente que, pues, que no entró al cartel en esta ocasión.
Bueno, tengo para decirle que esta promotora es muy positiva para el deporte del taekwondo, tanto ITF como WTF, tanto ATA, es muy positiva porque va a dar a conocer el taekwondo de otra forma, va a dar la verdadera cara del taekwondo, que es un arte marcial hecho para la guerra, no para bailar, por así decirlo. Entonces, que estén pendientes de los combates porque van a estar muy buenos. He visualizado que todo el mundo está entrenando y se está preparando bien para dar lo mejor de sí, y que esto es muy positivo realmente. Y yo me siento bien cómodo de formar parte de esta promotora y que también voy a dar lo mejor de mí. En este combate voy a ir a por todo. Voy a vencer como de lugar.
So yeah, Junior says that he's really happy about this new uh, this new combat taekwondo rule settings, because he says that it's going to be really positive for all. It doesn't matter if you come from WTF, it doesn't matter if you come from ITF or from any other taekwondo style. It's going to be a real positive thing for taekwondo, because taekwondo is a martial art made for war and not for dancing. And
That's
he
true.
says that,
I got
yes,
that.
and he says that he's really happy about it because he's going to be really positive, and he sees that everyone is training hard, and he is really happy that everyone is taking this seriously. He is taking this seriously himself, and he says that he's really comfortable and really happy to be here in Combat Taekwondo, and he's ready for December 3rd.
So it looks like I have a question here for Junior. I think this is one very important question before we conclude this show. Is what is the source of his motivation, and what keeps him? What is it that motivates him for this fight night?
Nos pregunta George, bueno, le llegó una pregunta ahí en el chat, dice que cuál es la fuente de tu motivación, qué es lo que te motiva normalmente, y específicamente para esta noche de pelea, qué es lo que te mantiene motivado.
Bueno, lo que más me motiva es representar a mi nación, y tal vez abrirle las puertas a más competidores de mi país al gran Kombat Taekwondo. Y me estoy preparando bien por toda la gente de mi tierra que me apoya. Muchas personas me están apoyando en este país y eso me tiene bien motivado en mis entrenamientos, bien enfocado. Estoy entrenando muy duro gracias a eso para dar lo mejor de mí en el combate.
Yeah, he says that his greatest motivation is representing his country. That also he's really motivated about maybe open the path for some new competitors in the future from his country, from Dominican Republic, into this new combat taekwondo format, and that a lot of people are supporting him, and that's what keeps him motivated for December 3rd.
That's great. Hey, thank you, Junior. It was great having you over here. Yeah, I think it was a great show overall, Chava.
Yes, Junior, pues muchísimas gracias por haber venido aquí con nosotros. La verdad es que ha sido un placer tenerte. Eh, pues nos ha gustado mucho tanto a George como a mí la manera que tienes de dirigirte. Me gusta que creas que, o sea, que tu convicción sea que esto va a ser algo bueno para el taekwondo en general. Me gusta muchísimo eso, que quieras tú mostrarle al mundo, pues que el taekwondo es un arte marcial pues que de verdad es un arte marcial bien duro y bien hecho para lo que es, ¿no? Para, como dijiste hace un ratito, para la guerra. Y eso me parece que es también, pues me parece que es una causa que mucha gente no está viendo. Bueno, me doy cuenta que tú sí lo estás haciendo y la verdad es que lo celebro, te felicito por eso. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Para nosotros ha sido un gran placer eh, tenerte en el show y pues evidentemente va a ser un gran placer verte pelear en la noche de diciembre 3.
Yo encantado.
Okay, good luck, Junior. Suerte.
Thank
Gracias.
you very much, Junior, for being here. So we'll see you in Bogotá next time. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bye, Junior. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí y nos vemos en Bogotá.
Chao.
Ah, I took you out, George. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, well, great show, Chava. Like also the other last evening was really good. You know, I actually ended up watching, but it was great to have Junior over. Look, big guy, kicking hard, very experienced in fights, and yet humble and down to earth, and
Yeah,
honest enough to say, hey, it's all business. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I'm gonna go in, take care of
do not
business, and get
do
out.
not subestimate me. And I was commenting before letting him go. I was commenting that I love what he said about showing the world the real taekwondo, what taekwondo was made for, and I think that's a real. I think that's a cause that not much people are seeing, and I
Yes,
and I celebrate that he does that he wants to do that because these guys are ultimately yes, they're fighters, yes, they're competing, but they are also like emissaries
yes,
of
they're
the
the
martial art.
ambassadors of the martial art, and
Exactly.
this is great to hear. Someone we can actually take a stand because there are all these like armchair coaches around on the internet talking smack about taekwondo. How is it obsolete? How it doesn't work? And yet, pretty much all martial arts, all fighting systems out there, they actually look for ways to train and acquire techniques that can actually use in their fight within the fight system. So you can see that you don't need to work really hard to see that, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm really glad that Junior has mentioned it because I think it's also a real important part of this.
It is, and I'm great. I'm happy to hear that pretty much everyone that we have on this fight card without any sort of preparation or anything, because this type of show that we have, it's unscripted. It's just their opinion, and it's pretty much the same across the board, right?
That's right. Yes, and I celebrate that like a lot. So, George, it was a great interview overall. I believe it went well. I love to hear. I love hearing Junior speaking, and and also his motivations and also his mindset. I believe so. So now I'm more excited about the fight than I was before.
I'm super excited. This is like it's always great to see the big guys at work. I mean, they're like heavyweights.
Yes,
Uh,
it's a really
and they
shiny.
get this like one shot, one opportunity. They come into the ring. You never know, one shot and that's it. It's done because they
Yes,
hit hard.
they hit hard, but most of them can take also really hard hits. So let's see what's the outcome of this fight. I think it's going to be really really interesting to watch.
Yes, yes. Hey, just want to thank everyone for out there for watching us. Please subscribe and hit the bell. It's very important to grow this channel. It will benefit the athletes. Also, I want to remind everyone, Chava, about our little contest with people leaving a comment for any, every single episode. One of them, just leave a comment, and then you can enter this contest. They're going to pick one winner to fly to Bogota and have them sit next to the cage, watch the fights in the VIP area. So I think that's exciting too.
Yeah, that's right. Let me remind the people also in Spanish for the one that are
Yes,
watching
yes,
us
yes. Do
from Latin
that, please.
America. Para toda la gente que nos está viendo, primero que nada, muchísimas gracias por haber estado aquí acompañándonos en esta noche con este nuevo peleador de Kombat Taekwondo. Y queremos recordarles también que nos sigan en las redes sociales, que se suscriban, pero especialmente que se suscriban en YouTube, porque va a ser una parte importante de Combat Taekwondo. Y además de que suscribiéndose van a apoyar indirectamente a los competidores, ya que todo el revenue que se genere de los YouTube ads van a ir directamente a apoyar a los peleadores. Y además, ustedes pueden ser seleccionados para ganar un viaje redondo a Bogotá con todos los gastos pagados, un pase VIP para la noche de la pelea y además un asiento a un lado del ring. Lo único que tienen que hacer es, como lo dije hace ratito, suscribirse a YouTube, pero dejar también un comentario en cualquiera de los videos de Mike Knights. En cualquiera de los videos dejen un comentario, suscríbanse al canal y automáticamente serán elegibles para ganarse este viaje redondo a Bogotá para el día de las peleas. Recuerden, un asiento a un lado del ring y además pase VIP en el evento. Así que por favor suscríbanse, dejen sus comentarios y buena suerte a todos. George, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure and it was a great
Hey,
episode.
always having fun here. Hanging out with you, talking with these great fighters. It's great, right?
Yes, absolutely. Great episode. Also, thank you very much to all the people that join us and especially the ones that are still here with us. Thank you very much because of it. So tomorrow we'll have the last Mike Knight interview with the two of the missing fighters. We're
Well,
going to
we're
be
still
talking
waiting on Oscar Munoz, Chava.
yes, yes. It's the last schedule
Yes, the last one on
interview,
the schedule. Yes,
last one on the schedule, but we still have high hopes on Oscar Munoz to show up and chat with us a little bit.
yes,
But in the meantime, don't miss tomorrow's interview with Pablo Solano from Costa Rica, and it's going to be interesting because there's going to be another Colombian. His name is Sebastian, and he's going to be here face to face with his opponent. These episodes go really well. These episodes go interesting, so don't miss
yes.
it. Don't miss it. So, George, again, thank you very much for joining us, and for all the people that is out there watching us from YouTube or any other network. This was our show. Thank you very much for being here, and see you tomorrow.
Stay the course.